Hi everyone, NETFQ here. As you can see, I'm in the Mar today because I want to show you how to safely dock and undock from a station. Now, it's quite important that you know how to do this, especially if you're going to fly something that has a lot of valuable loot in it. Because especially if you are in high sec, you are going to get ganked. That's just inevitable. Someone's going to take a shot at you to try and get your cargo that you're carrying. So it's pretty important that you can get out of a station safely and dock in a station safely. So I thought I'd make a quick video just to show you how I go about doing that. And just to illustrate what I'm talking about, as you can see, I'm in a Mar at the moment. If I just undock, now I wouldn't normally do this if I was in a corporation that had war decks, but I'm in a NPC corporation at the moment in an alt of mine, so I'm pretty safe when I'm undocking, especially the fact that I don't have anything in my cargo hold. Now, as you can see, we're in a Mar, and there are a couple of bad guys around. There's this guy up here in a tornado, and this guy down here in a Gnosis. So we just take this guy up here in the tornado, and we'll just do a quick check on this character's kill history. So if we go over to a website called Zkill, we'll be able to stick in his name, and his name is Did He Say Jump? Pretty unique name. So here he is here. Let's just see what he's done recently. Okay, so he's died quite a lot in Amar, and he's had quite a number of kills in Amar as well. So it looks as though he is an active ganker in the Amar region. So he's died quite a few times in his tornado from NPC Concord Police. So that's typical of a ganker, that they'll have lots of kills by the Concord Police. But as you can see, he's killed quite a number of people as well. He's killed a legion here that had 800 million worth of loot. Here we go. There's another crane here that he's killed. 200 million worth of loot. You've got a Viator here, which are 1 billion worth of loot. Another crane, which is 400 million. This one here, which is a Dremel. Again, that's not much. That's 61 million worth of loot. And it goes on. So he does target ships that are docking in Amar. So he is active, and he's not a sort of guy you want to mess with. If we just take this one, where was that one that was a billion? Here we go. So let's just click on this just to see if anything dropped. Yes, just the core scanner probes, covert cloaking device, anything. Here we go, in this cargo hold. So network, neutral network analyzer, nothing tool. There we go. Look at that. A-type. It's a faction adaptive nanoplating. 98 million worth. That dropped, so that was a good catch. What else? No, that's just a million. 55 million for some ammo. 14 million sleeper data library, 28 of them. So yeah, I mean, there's quite a few things in here that if they had dropped, it would have been quite nice for him. But I mean, look at that. I mean, the stuff that dropped, there's 280 million worth of stuff. So that's pretty good going, considering. Yeah, and of course his tornadoes are only worth, I think, quite cheap. Let's just have a look. Yeah, see, look at that, 71 million for his tornado. So he lost 71 million worth of ship, but he gained, you know, over 200 million worth of loot from that ship that he killed. So yeah, I mean, it can be quite profitable. You just got to pick your moments and pick your targets. But again, you know, if you're in a ship and you're leaving the system or leaving the station, you really don't want him to target you and kill you, and you're losing all your valuable loot. Um, so yeah, what I'll do is I'll actually just show you how I'll go about doing it. So actually, let's just get back here. Um, oh, I'm not that far away at the moment. Bugger. Okay, let's just go to Stargate, and we'll walk back. That's probably going to be easier to do. So we'll go and do that. As you can see, I'm in a rookie ship here. Just in a rookie ship. Nice and easy. The only thing I've done is I've fitted a micro warp drive just so I can get around a bit quicker. Just saves time when you're making bookmarks, because yeah, you need to make bookmarks. That's the most important thing to do when you're making Instadock and instant warp bookmarks. You really need to have a fast ship so you can get around. Okay, so we're just coming back here, so we'll go back to our station, and I'll warp to 0. And here we go, coming back. Well, it's just very disturbing, especially when you've been living in nullsec for quite a while and you come to high sec and you have a look at all those newts in local. It can be quite disturbing at times. Just so many newts. Oh, makes you shudder. But anyway, so here we are. Yeah, look at that. He's got his scanners on, his tracking on as well. Yeah, he's a nasty fella. Anyway, right, so first thing I want to do is I want to make an undock bookmark. Now, the reason why that is that if I just show you, if we dock up here and we undock and say, right, you know, we've got our loot in our cargo hold and I want to take it somewhere else, so I'm going to undock, as you do. Right, there we go, and I want to align and go to a Stargate. So let's say I want to warp over there. Now look, how many seconds does it take for me to get into warp? Look at that. And all that time I'm vulnerable and someone can blap me. Still not in warp, and now I'm in warp. So that was quite a while. So if someone saw me undock, they can quickly scan me, figure out if it's worth trying to kill me or not, and then he's got plenty of time to target me and kill me, because that was quite a long time to get into warp from the undock. So I'll show you a trick, and that's to make a bookmark that you can instantly warp to once you undock. So what I'll do is I'll just warp back to the station and just show you that quickly. So if I just walk back to it from the Stargate here, turning round, and back we go. And we are here. Now the first thing I want to do, just I just find it a lot easier to select where you want to go, is if you actually do it into first person mode, and that's by clicking this button down here, first person camera. So if we just click on that, as you can see, we've got the nice little HUD up here, so we know exactly where we're pointing. So if I just dock up here, and this is one of the other things I want to talk to you about, is the fact that you have to approach the dock as well, so we want to get rid of that as well, so you can instant dock. So we'll do that after we make our instant warp bookmark. So yeah, so the first thing we want to do is undock, and we want to select the direction that we're currently going when we undock. So let's just do that very quickly. So we've undocked in our first person mode, and we just want to point the same direction somewhere down there, and we want to turn our afterburner on. Now the reason why we want to turn our afterburner on is we want to get away from the station as quickly as possible, just to speed up the time. So that's where we've undocked from, so we're going basically straight down from there. And the trick here is that we need to get at least, I think it's 150 kilometers away from the station, and obviously more as well, because the further away you are from the station, the less likely it is for someone to chase you, target you, and kill you. So I've got my afterburner on. That basically lets me go just under 2000 meters a second, so 2 kilometers a second. If we have a look at here, we're 100 kilometers away at the moment. So we'll keep on going, still going the same way, still going straight down from where we selected it. Still going down, 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 down. 130, I'm about to run out of cap as well. Oh, still pretty much got some, 30%, yeah, okay. So yeah, as you can see, we're 150 away. So if I right click on there, as you can see, I can now warp to it. So that's good, that's what we want. That means if we undock, if we make a bookmark here and we undock, we can warp directly to the bookmark. But you want to try and get it away as quickly as possible, because the idea is that you want to try and get away from the station as far as possible to a safe spot where you can then take your sweet time and line to a gate that you want to go through. It just gives you that buffer, so no one can actually actively get to you and kill you before you get to warp off again. So basically, yeah, the further away you are, the better. So let's just choose a spot. Why not? So all I've got to do is just left click my ship, go into the plus sign, and then go down to save location. And we'll call this we'll call it Undock. Undock. And we'll save it to my personal locations. So here it is here. It's now appeared, which is fantastic. So now what we can do is we can go back to and dock up. Just turn our micro warp drive off. And there we go. Right. Now we've just got to wait for it to dock. There we go. It's now docked. Right, so how to use it. Now that we've got it, how do we actually use it? Well, as you can see, if we left click on it, you've got this button here, and this is the warp to location. That's what we want to do. So the idea about it is that you press the undock and then you spam this as quickly as you can, so you can undock and warp. So let's just try it. Let's just see how it works. So we go undock, wait for the screen to transition, and there we go. Wait for it to come up. Come on, come on, come on. And warp, and boom, we are now in warp. As you can see, that's pretty quick. Now, things you can do to improve that, as you can saw, when I did go into warp, it did turn a bit, and that's because, as you saw, when we first made the bookmark and we selected a direction to go, our ship did turn a bit, so maybe I was a little bit off angle. So you just got to try and perfect it a bit, just to try and get it as straight as possible, so that as soon as you undock, you can warp straight to the bookmark. And these people here that are going to scan you down, they're not going to have time to, because by the time they see you, you're already, by the time they see you and select you and then scan you, you're already in warp because it's pretty instant. And as I said, the um, the um, the further away you are from the station, the better. Because now that I'm down here, I can then take my sweet time and I can just warp to wherever I need to go. Um, and the safe knowledge that by the time I'm in warp, no one's going to be able to come down and get me. But as I said, you want to try and make that as far away as possible. Maybe keep it going for like 1,000 kilometers or 2,000 kilometers or even further. The further the better, just so you're way out of sight of anyone when you come out of warp and you want to go on your merry way. So the other thing we need to do now is, now that we've got our undock point that we can instantly warp to, we need to make a dock point. And the reason why that is that when you go to a station, if you select a station like here, and you go here and you say dock, what it's going to do is it's going to take you to the perimeter of the station, but there's still going to be 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 meters that you'll have to travel before your dock is accepted and then you're able to dock. And that's like 1 to 5 seconds that you're going to be vulnerable for, that someone can quickly scan you, lock you and shoot you, and we want to try and avoid that. So one of the things that I like doing is if we just go here and we just warp to the station we actually want to make a bookmark for. Oh, not that one actually, it's this one, isn't it? The Amar Family Academy, Emperor Family Academy. So if we just warp there, I'll show you what we need to do. So far away in small ships. Nice planet. Quite a massive land chunk there, isn't it? All the way from the South Pole to the North Pole. Awesome. Right, here we go. So as you can see, yeah, we're just in the perimeter. But what we want to do is we want to try and get as close as possible to the structure. So what I like doing is I like going up to the top just to get away, just so we're not going to bounce off the station when we drop out of warp. And yeah, we're in prime location to instantly dock. So we just slow it down here, slow, 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 slow. Too quick. Come back. Providence freighter there, Amar freighter. Right, let's just, I don't know, come down a bit. I'll try and get as close as possible. Stop there maybe. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, right, so let's now left click, save location, and we're going to say this is going to be Amar dock, and we save location. So there we go, Amar dock. So that's what we want. So let's just check it out. So if we go back to a Stargate, dun, 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 just about there. Right, here we go. So let's say we're traveling to Amar and we've got quite a bit in our cargo hold you know, lots of nice expensive items that we want to sell. So we'll just come into the MR system and we want to try and dock up as quickly as we can. So we've made our bookmark and we know that this is the station that that bookmark's for. So all we've got to do is we've got to just left click on our bookmark and say warp to. So we're going to be in warp to our bookmark, and as you know, that bookmark was right on top of the station. So that's where we're going to come out of warp. So yeah, just make sure that this station is selected, and make sure that your mouse is over the dock icon for that station. So as soon as we drop out of warp, we're going to spam that dock button. So here we go, dropping out of warp, dropping out of warp. There we go, dock, 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 dock. Oh, okay, that's not good. Oh, yeah, that's not good at all. Yeah, so we that definitely wasn't where we wanted to put that bookmark. That was ouch. Yeah, that could have been quite nasty. Because as you saw, that we had to actually go down a bit more to get to the right docking location, and yeah, that could have been quite horrible. So let's just do that again. Let's get rid of that because that's just absolutely terrible. And we'll try that again. Let's just try going up without hitting the station. Alright, there we go. Let's go up, 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 up. So let's just try it to the side here. Actually, no, let's just try it here. Let's try it down there. That looks nice, that little grid there. Let's just turn off our afterburner because we're going too quick. Okay, let's just try going down there. Going too fast. Turn around. There we go. Alright, where are we? We're definitely within the range there. And there we go. Let's just come straight across. I want to try and get as close to that grid as possible. Okay, let's just stop there. That's fine. There we go. There we go. That's fine. That's fine. That's pretty good. Right, let's just make a bookmark. And let's just try this again. Hopefully it'll work this time. It should. It should. It should. Here comes a freighter. Again, see, look at that. He's got the idea. He's already made a bookmark that's obviously down there for his Instadock. So he knows what he's doing. That's pretty awesome. Right, let's just go to a Stargate and we'll come back to a bookmark and we'll try it again. This time it'll work. Guaranteed. Famous last words. Right, let's give it a go. So yeah, I mean this technique is very useful. Yeah, especially in high sec, but low and null sec as well. Definitely what you want to do. Because I think there's a famous video of Marky Dragon undocking his freighter from a station and lining out to warp, and someone's got a cyno out there, and a super carrier jumps through and tries to blap him. Luckily, he managed to dock up, but he just survived, just barely survived. But again, if he had an instant undock bookmark, he could have just warped off way before the super carrier came along. But anyway, just one of those things, I guess. So here we go. We're at here. So let's select the station, which is this one here, and let's just warp to our dock bookmark, and we'll try this again. Hopefully we'll be able to dock a lot quicker this time. So make sure we've got our dock button, not our orbit button, our dock button selected. There we go. And we're coming along. Right, here we go, here we go, here we go. Boom, coming to our bookmark, which is just around here. Dropping out a warp and spam the dock button, and it's accepted, and we are docking. Boom, look at that, instant dock. And that's how you do it. So that's how you make a undocked bookmark, which as you saw, it just needs to be tweaked a bit to try and get a straighter line out of the station, but you get the idea with that one. So as soon as we undock, we can instantly get into warp, and away we go. And especially, yeah, the other one, the dock bookmark, so that when we warp to a station, we can instantly dock without having to travel that distance to the the docking perimeter, which is crazy. And yeah, during those valuable seconds, you're vulnerable, and that could lead to some very nasty surprises, especially if you've got valuable stuff in your cargo hold, because those guys that are sitting out there, yeah, they will kill you. That's what they do. That's their niche in the game, if you like. Yeah, all the major trade hubs have them, Dodixie, Hex, Amar, as you saw, and Jita. They're just, yeah, lots of bad guys just hanging around, waiting there for that nice juicy target to come along, so they can get their payday. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any comments, suggestions, or concerns, yeah, please leave a comment, and I would love to hear from you. And again, if you want to have some more videos like this, some tips and tricks, just give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, and I'll definitely make some more. So thank you for watching, and fly safe. Bye for now.